What's up, guys? We're back. It's another week, another day, more vinyls. We're doing this is March, no longer February. We're on the rock music, and we're about to rock hard. First up, Jailbreak, Thin Lazy. This one, very classic, very classic. If you don't know The Boys Are Back in Town, I don't know who the fuck you are, bro. Like that melody, also the vinyl itself. I love the concept of everything being in the middle. I feel like if you have an all black vinyl, something good and a good design needs to be in the middle. It just brings together the vinyl for me. So, Thin Lacey, one of my favorite classics of all time. Also has Jailbreak. The band is really cool. Scott Graham on the guitar is very fire, and all in all, a really good album. This is one of my favorites. So, next, we have them boys, the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones, they're just one of a kind. This is their debut album. It has I'm a King B, Honest I Do, Route 66, I Just Want to Make Love to You. All these beats, when you look past their discography and also note on the back it has all of them, and then it gives them a little highlight. Mick Jagger, that boy looking swaggy as always. You'll see another one from him. Also, I love the London on the cover. Again, all black. If you're gonna have all black, make the middle come together. And I feel like personally they did here. Also, in terms of their Rolling Stones albums, this is one of my favorites. I don't know my favorite. I gotta think about that. But all in all, one of the most fire Rolling Stones, one of the most fire groups in the world ever, ever. If you didn't know, they originated most songs that you hear today. So most pop songs that come from the Rolling Stones. Now, on the same breath, Rolling Stones, we have Mick Jagger, that guy. What can I say? At one point, he was the king of everything. At one point, and women loved Mick Jagger. His beats and some of the up tempo style that he uses on this album, like Lucky in Love or Running Out of Luck. Running Out of Luck is just one of those songs where you feel like you're in an upbeat mood that you have to just groove to it. Again, all black. The middle brings it together, and Mick Jagger just has a signature voice that I don't know how to describe it. He's got it, you know. Some niggas don't got it. Mick Jagger had it. Also, love the back of the vinyl. Yeah. When I got this, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't never listened to Mick Jagger until like I got this album, and then I was like, oh shit, I see why everyone loves him. Cause like Mick Jagger, he brings you that energy and that upbeatness that if you don't know, also She's the Boss. The song is also very fire on the album. Lonely at the Top, great. Like this is probably a no skip album for me. But Mick Jagger, like I said, he's just one of those energetic dudes that gets the party going. All right, I know I showed y'all briefly The Highway to Hell. Here is the second AC/DC album I have. Dirty Deeds Done Cheap, filled with Problem Child, Love at First Feel, and Rocker. This one compared to Highway to Hell is a little bit more raw and a little bit of AC/DC, bringing that rock and rollness to light in a brand new way. And this is like the very start of peak rock and roll. After the Rolling Stones, basically, a lot of bands were trying to go in that model, but like AC/DC really brought how rock and roll and elements of just pure, just roll to bands, and how to, like I said, how to really rock at a high level. Like I said, all black, just the middle part, and a lot like also to note. Rolling Stones, their label was the London label, and AC/DC. If you see all their vinyls, and I'll show you, and Black and Back in Black always were Atlantic. So that's another thing to note. This is back when like record labels actually meant the thing. I know like right now we're at the peak where you want to be independent, but this is back when record labels were a thing and like wanted to be mentioned. This Back in Black, the classic AC/DC. Hell's Bells, Let Me Put My Love Into You, Shake a Leg, Have a Drink on Me. If you don't know any of these songs, you don't know AC/DC. This is the classic right here. Again, all black. But do you see that Atlantic? Like, it just sticks out. And, this on vinyl, I know what you're thinking. Like, how does rock sound good on vinyl? But it just brings out even more of the instruments, the drums, the guitars. It makes you feel like you want to just actually get up. Hell's Bells sounds like a banger on vinyl. And I remember the first time I played it, like I was just downstairs at my crib, and I was just like jamming out in the basement, just having a great time. I feel like Hell's Bells definitely gets overplayed, especially if you go to like any football game. It gets really overplayed. And then their collab AC/DC, Power Up. They did this for where their drummer died, and this is one of my favorite ones as well. You'll notice this one has a different design on the vinyl. It's all red, which is freaking fire. And I just love how in this one, like the beats, everything. If you ever need a beat to play while you're doing some workouts, play Rejection. I promise you, your blood will start pumping. Also Shot in the Dark, Realize, Systems Down. All in all, this one compared to all the other ones, the beats are just more they're just more charged up, if you will. They're just like on 10, you're just on go during this album. Like, honestly, if I wasn't doing this right now, I'd probably go do a workout with this. Like, this is that type of album. It'll get your blood pumping. And in terms of my favorite ACD album, I don't know if this is my favorite because Highway to Hell is up there for me, but this is probably my second favorite. So we're done with AC/DC. I want to show y'all Led Zeppelin. This is the only one I have, the self-titled Led Zeppelin album. Love the interior. I hang this on the wall. I actually had to bring it down just to show you guys. Stairway in Heaven and Rock and Roll are on this album. And all in all, this is what most people think about. This is their debut album. And honestly, it just like sparked so much. This is the album. Again, noticed how AC/DC, like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin was represented by Atlantic, and they went all black as well. A lot of these older rock music albums don't have that intricate of a design on their vinyls, but the designs that they do have is amazing. And if you see the little designs with the rings on the album, it's pretty fire. And Led Zeppelin, in terms of rock and roll, them, AC/DC, and the Rolling Stones, for me, they set the tone of my rock and roll background. My rock and roll gets a little grungy, but not that much grungy. The most I'll go, as you're about to see, is Nirvana. But I'm not even like a very big Nirvana fan. Nirvana in Stereo. I believe this is like their third album, or I don't remember which one. Like I said, I'm not a very big, but I do like the grunginess of the tone. As you see, all black again, but Heart. Also, they have a few crazy names on this album. Milk It, like crazy, pause. Just crazy names. I'm not gonna add the other ones. Also, look at that title. And also, like, this is where, like, I would say Nirvana, like, they helped introduce like how different groups can be in rock, because they were wearing some weird stuff. They had stockings on, just a lot of weird stuff was going on. A lot of drugs too, but a lot of weird stuff was going wrong. But that's like really how grungy I can get when it comes to rock and roll. I also can get to some Sublime levels. If you freaking know Sublime, Santeria. It's just that groovy type I Want to Smoke a Joint 2 music, Santeria, Garden Grove, all the classics. I love the middle. Again, all black, but look at this back. Look at that middle, and then look at that middle as well. It's very different from others, but Sublime had a different sound. They were really, in my opinion, ahead of their time. R.I.P. their singer. He died of an overdose, if you did not know. But they were definitely ahead of their time, and just like the style and just how Sublime didn't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sublime didn't care about anything else but making that good music, and it just feels like you're in a trance, and like it feels like when you listen to Sublime, like if you never listen to them for the first time, when you do, you're gonna feel like that you're on a fucking trip. I've never taken like acid or anything, but like it just feels like you're going like tripping, like just going somewhere, but you don't know. So Sublime and Nirvana is, I'd say, the grungiest I'll go when it comes to rock. And then the last one I wanted to show you, a good friend of mine put me onto this when I was at Salisbury, my college. Aerosmith, their self-titled album. Aerosmith is a different type of rock and roll. This is hard rock, like AC/DC and the Led Zeppelin are hard rock and roll, but Aerosmith is definitely one of my hardest hitters when it comes to rock and roll. Also, they notice how, again, old style, they have the all black vinyl, all black, but it's in the middle. They're Columbia Records. Just note, I'm not saying you have to do a bunch of research on these record companies, but just note where these from, because a lot of these record companies tie into like the personality of the music. So, and also people wanted to be there. But Aerosmith for me up there. Love the vinyl as well. Love the creativity. This is the start of my rock music journey. I have a long way to go, but I definitely wanted to show you guys the start of the journey. As for the channel, we're about to grow. I know we're halfway through the collection, it seems like, but there's a lot more I want to show you guys, and I can't wait to get there. And I'll see y'all next time. Love you. Peace.